Guys, check out. So I've got Gooding's link pinned. Sure, everyone checks that out.
Thank you.
Don't forget, John Cryer played Lex Luthor's nephew in Superman 4 as well.
Hey, Eric.
He played Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor in that series, yeah.
Yeah. He was he's a wimpy looking Lex Luthor.
Oh, sorry.
No presence.
Subject really quickly, Eric. We're 6 months into the year. How many campaigns have you dropped this year?
Well, one. And then we moved right into because Alpha Core ended at the end of the year, so then we rolled into Yaira, and now we're in we have the Gooding collection kind of format here. So this was
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just curious.
No.
Is Horseman coming out this year?
Yeah, Horseman will be out this summer as well. So Horseman, that's why we're moving to the campaign format, because this stuff is like we're all this whole book a year stuff. Like we're over that. Like, so Horseman will be out, or at least up for pre-order before the summer ends. So we're moving right into it. That's why this campaign was on, I think it was like 35 days when it started. So yeah, we're rolling right into the next one. Kind of this stuff is going to be back to back, and we're going to get to a point to where these pre-orders are going to be like, some of them are going to be at the same time, because that's just the nature of the businesses, man. We're really taking this very seriously. But yeah, Horseman will be out by the end of the summer. Yeah,
Horseman is the one I'm really pumped for, because Chuck Dixon, that's his wheelhouse, vigilante.
Yeah. It's so good, man. I think a lot of people are going to love that book, man. I'm excited for it.
Chuck was on a lot of those Bat Family books.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really fleshed out all those characters.
Yeah, in the 90s. He was you could not get away from Chuck Dixon in the 90s. Part of the big reason why I wanted to work with him, why I'm actually like, it's kind of surreal to even be working with a guy like that, because that was the books I was reading when I was a kid. So it's crazy, man.
I loved his. It's a shame what they've done to Tim Drake. But I love that book. That Robin run was great.
Yeah,
really developed that character into
absolutely
a high level.
All I want to know,
DC
Eric,
hero.
do you ever have free time with all those stuff?
Not a lot of it. I mean, I work quite literally every day. It's just, I mean, like 7 days. I don't really have a break per se. I might play video game every now and then, but I'm at least working every single day. So
yeah,
I have a lot of it these days.
I was at the Texas meetup. I was gonna come and meet you, but you were just way too busy.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. I tried.
I
didn't get. It was a couple of y'all there. I know I didn't get to meet up with Craig either. He was.
Yeah, I saw Craig. Yeah,
yeah.
I met up with Craig, Geeks and Gamers, and like Nerdrotic and Melanie Mac, but you were way too busy.
Yeah,
I was just like, just forget about it. And Texas is way too hot. It was like 42 degrees.
Yeah,
as a Canadian. I mean, sorry, you guys are in Fahrenheit. So that's 102 or something.
Yeah, it was warm. It was a hot ass.
That was way too hot.
Yeah.
I remember I came to that meetup and it was so goddamn hot. I went to a Chick-fil-A and I asked a girl for ice, and she gave me a whole bag of ice. So I literally walked into the meetup and it had ice like sitting on my neck, on my shoulders, like a big bag of ice. Like the only Canadian in the building, just dying because you guys are just like so used to the heat, and I'm just not used to it
out here, man. That's just
way too hot.
You get used to the 100-degree weather, man. But no, it was a great time. That was a crazy event, man. That was it's always humbling, man, to go through those and meet everybody and link up with folks. So I mean, big shout out to you for being there, and everybody that came out there. And
yeah, it was cool. It's just
so
busy.
Yeah, really it was not. I was stuck behind that table for 4 hours, man. It was nonstop, but it was fun.
Yeah,
I loved doing
you had enough time to call the cops, though.
I know somehow. Remember, I got like telepathic powers, so
I didn't even know who that was. I saw the guy. I'm like, who the hell is this person? Then I found out later what it was. I didn't know what it was.
Fucking loser. That's who he is. Fucking degenerate piece of trash.
But yeah, Texas way too hot. Oh Jesus. Chick-fil-A's good though.
Why am I in the center square? I'm a nobody. Put Eric up here. You know what I mean? There you go.
And he switches.
It just feels better. I'm feeling all inadequate. Like focus on
man.
Yeah,
man.
Mark, you're just as important as everybody else.
Yeah, man.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Pretty good.
Let's pull this. If you want to talk about the book for a second, Eric. And...
Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, Gooding, the polymath, is live. This is a character that was introduced in ISOM number 2. He's like this is the first book with a character that at least is titled, doesn't have powers at all. He's more of a tech savvy kind of guy. He basically provides these emergency services on the outskirts of Flores Park, Texas, which is kind of the city where a lot of the Rippaverse stuff for right now is based out of. So you're gonna learn more about him, why he is what he is, and how he became the man that he is in this book. And of course, Mike Barron. If you don't know who Mike Barron is, he's been around the block. He did a lot of Punisher stuff, a lot of
I accredit him more for the development of Punisher than Conway. Yeah,
100%. You should. You'd be right to do that. So, Mike Barron, he did such a great job, and Will Conrad is the interior artist. He's done a lot of stuff with the major or the big 2 as well. So, absolute professional, 72-page graphic novel. This is more of a one shot. We'll see how everybody feels about it if we're going to do some longer form for them. But this is a one shot, so it's a full story, top to bottom. And yeah, this is our cheapest book yet. This cover right here is not the cheapest one, but cover D is, and you can get that for just $18. So we've got our prices down like to where they're pretty damn competitive launching. So yeah,
$150 to get it to Australia.
Word?
No, it's probably not that much.
No. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. We have a deal. We expanded in our first international, kind of having a presence out there. We have Australia, Canada, as well as UK. So I believe the Australian, if you just got just books, I believe the shipping for Australia is just $12.
Oh, that's
nice.
And that's no duties. All duties are paid up for all that stuff. So you're not getting surprised. That also applies to Canada as well as the UK. So if you're out of those countries, don't worry about it. You can get it for, I believe it's $7 going to Canada. It's like 8 or 9. Let's give it $7 going to UK, 8 or 9 going to Canada or something like that. Again, duties paid. So you're only paying one time and you're good to go. So
got the international distribution.
Please don't think I was taking a shot there. It's just the exchange rate right now is
no. I'm glad you brought that up because shipping was one of the biggest things that we wanted to tackle. I know that that's been a big like a complaint for a lot of people. Definitely dealing with independent comics is that getting stuff to like Canada or Australia, especially, is just insane in terms of its pricing. Yeah. So we worked on that. We looked at our 3 non-US countries that we have the biggest presence in for our previous customer base, and those were the 3. So we expanded there. So if it's just books, I do want to get to where we can do some of our other items, but for right now it's just books, where you're going to be able to pay basically almost localized rates to get the books there in Australia, UK, and Canada. So if you go at the top left up there and go to collections real quick, Flash.
There we go.
And
I was wondering where the art was.
Yeah. If you go to the collection, I
haven't been on the new site yet.
Yeah. This is a brand new site, so you can go browse and do all that good stuff. You can learn more about the characters and everything. So yeah, if you go to collect, I'm still seeing the same thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, hold on, I used the wrong window.
So I got to ask, because this isn't like in a movie or a TV show, does that mean it's not canon?
There we go.
No. But yes, man, Will Conrad's art is unbelievable.
It's great.
Yeah, he is insane, man. It's some of the best work to date. But yeah, we have a bunch of bundles there. So this is a collection. It's not our typical campaign format. The reason why we call them collections is because it's not a campaign. There's only 3 new items, though we do have plenty of bundles that you can take advantage of to get some of the old stuff. But really, it's just, as far as new items, it's just 3. It's just a shirt, a book, and the poster. That's it. So this is the cheapest that it's been. This is why it's not a big campaign. No CGCs, no all of that. We can't do that for every single book that we release.
Yeah, I was wondering where the CGCs were.
We can't do it for every book. It's more or less because it's the logistics, man. It's not just getting the creator out, so we get Mike here or whoever's going to be signing, but also CGC. It's not like our book's the only ones that they're grading, so they can take a while. Like, we're still getting the Iroh ones out right now because they took a little bit to get them there. So we didn't have them this round, but we will continue to do them. They're not going away forever. It's just for this. So We have plenty of books. You can, if you are new to the Rippaverse, we have that Rippaverse book pack where for a discount you can get quite literally every book that we've ever released, and you can choose your covers that you may want.
I like this poster because it's like his advertisement.
Yeah, it's an in-universe ad poster.
Yeah,
really excited about that as well. It's cool to do cool things like that for sure. But
it also looks like a really easy website to navigate, to be honest. I'm just draw it myself now.
Big sexy.
This is built from if you saw the last one, obviously it looks nothing like it because I didn't build I wasn't the developer, but we didn't build I had no idea we were going to make millions of dollars on comic books. That wasn't really, I didn't have a plan for that. So the first website that we created, though we did try to make it a little more efficient, it wasn't built like we were going to be this sort of major independent publisher. So this one is built within mind, not just to take care of what we need now, people can learn about the characters, but also being able to scale up was a big thing that we wanted to do. So now it looks clean, it's sleek, easy to navigate to you guys' point as well. And we're just getting started. We're going to have some more stuff that's going to be rolling out like for our memberships as well going into next month. So
you should make a shirt of him delivering on-time books. I think that would go good with like the great shirts that you've put out with the 3D asset shirt.
Yeah.
And the what was the other one?
It was the
I bought both of them. Yeah, what's your favorite part?
Yeah. What's your favorite part? So
I think him doing a service and delivering a book, like that could be the shirt, and then you put like have him saying, just doing my part, then put Goodine delivery. Our services include on-time books. That's free. You can have that.
I got you. I appreciate that free.
You're getting to the point where your books are like Spaceballs the book. They're done before they even come out. It's like, it's like how is this book out already? We're still making it.
What is happening now is happening now.
What about then?
We're moving quick, man. It's but like to Flash's point, this is generally how the industry should work. I mean, I get it. Like, some people are not going to be able, definitely if you're an independent creator, it's impossible to do this, right? Because you're spending a lot of money up front. But when the audience,
for the smaller guy, but for the ones that have millions
if you're at our level, you have $1 million campaigns. Yeah, you probably should be doing it the way that we are. And just publishing your books and putting them. If you want to try to gauge numbers, you do that through a pre-order format for sure. I think the audience has demanded that of us. They're telling you by buying your stuff that, look, man, take this thing seriously. So that was one of the big things we were doing the last couple of years, was just trying to scale up and catch up to our demand so we can do what we do right now, where the distribution is all taken care of, warehouse is fully efficient and fully staffed. As well as the creative stuff. So everybody's to work. I'm writing my books. Got Saska's doing their thing. You have Mike. He has a couple of stories. Chuck has wrote so many different stories for us as well. Joe Bennett's hustling, being at work. So yeah, man, it's a fun time. And obviously we're at the beginning stages here, and we have a lot of work to do. Because you think of like the big two and how long those guys have been around, and how we talk about the Batmans and the Supermans of the world and their lords, because they have obviously mountains and mountains of pages that have already been published. I would love to get there. And it's going to take some time, but it's not going to publish. The stuff is not going to publish itself. So everybody's here working hard. I'm working harder than I ever have, despite making as much money as we have. I'm working harder than I ever have in my entire